Shaky. So shaky. What's up, Kafka? Oh, that was a bad idea. Bryn. I don't know, just consistency really, or just being fairly consistent over time. It really does add up though. But little chunk left. Wait, what do you mean little chunk left? What's up, Bagsu? What's up, Rafi? I would say, at least. What's up, Tobias? I should have named the stream "Came to Watch Me get arthritis from doing this." Seriously. I know people joke about it, but can I pick block? Oh. There you go. I know people joke about like me getting arthritis from mining though. This right here, this is it right here. This is what people think. What's up, media player? Wait, what do you mean when it's over? Like, what part? I know people still think I'm still doing the project, but I'm actually not. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what project at this point. I mean, I just said your name earlier. Literally, like, I think, like, as soon as you joined, actually. Oops. What's up, Sinai? Yes, the project's over. Like, the entire overworld mine or whatever. Yeah, that's over. I finished that a while back. It's almost been a month, honestly. It's kind of crazy, actually, thinking about it. What's up, Cross Flamer? What's up, Soy? If I hadn't gone on any hiatus, it would probably be at least 6 months earlier, I would say. Big chunk of land? What big chunk of land? Now I have gotten better at it though, with like, not putting too much stress on my index finger. That's the finger I use to place it down. But I've gotten better at, not using the full motion, only like partial motion. Oh, the lag's not helping either. Forgot about that for some reason. I think it's hiatus is, it sounds really weird saying that out loud. What's up, Roko? It's already done. The entire world's done. The heck? Okay. If this wasn't already excruciating enough, the lag doesn't help either. Yeah, like, it's not bad. I think I've gotten better. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Doris? Just kind of mining some redstone. Yeah, that is true though, that like the controller is a little bit more ergonomic in that way. So it might be better for your fingers, so may not actually be that bad. No, I've never actually had any finger pain, by the way. Like, not actually. I kind of joke about it, but... What's up, Ron? What's up, Baton? I am placing down a ton of redstone. And the title is very literal, by the way. Literally gonna be placing and mining 20,000 redstone. Honestly, I really can't wait to get to the nether, though. It's gonna be so nice. Hiatuses. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, how else are you supposed to... Hiatus is singular, then. God, dude, that coal is gonna be a pain. I think I calculated it's like 130,000 coal or to mine. Or something like that. 6 times as much redstone. What have I done? It's actually not bad. I'm going through this actually pretty quickly. Actually, really quickly. And this is with speed 2. I can't even imagine if I had to do this without speed 2. No, I mean, at the same time, speed 2 wouldn't be that much faster because I have to, have limitations on my fingers, and I can't really... It's really hard to consistently place blocks when I'm walking backwards with speed 2. No, I don't need the redstone, I'm just doing it. What's up, Eric? Dude, that video is doing really well. Toycat. He kind of joked about it. He said he should hire me for his titles. It's pretty funny. I was like, yeah, I kind of expected the video to do pretty well considering this project does well on every single video somebody has posted. Just about. I don't know then. It doesn't really... It just wouldn't make sense for that rule to even apply, though. I don't think even I don't think language rules really, at least for English that is, really go that well. It don't really make any sense, to be honest with you. They don't really go well. English words with rules make no sense, for the most part. I need to get rid of that. I need to just turn off the internet for, or I need to plug up my cable, or my Ethernet. I love that they're calling it Ethernet. It's just a LAN cable. I mean, I know it connects you to a LAN, like to the LAN, or it makes a LAN technically, but now how to okay, in terms of mining the lava, that's gonna take some experimenting, but pretty much I thought about placing wood down and pretty much just placing wood down and then having sand above it to fall. Well, I'll have to see. That may not be a sustainable way of doing it, to be honest, because of the amount of lava. What's up, Demirius? Or Demiris? I think complicated that. What's up, how do you say your name? I have no clue how to say that. Ciro or Cyro Sio. Sia? Is that how you say that? What's up, Ravit? And Sleepy Mega. I don't even know what that is, honestly. So thank you, ZD, for subscribing. It's much appreciated. But yeah. Oh. Interesting. Alright. The nether... I don't think the nether's gonna be that bad. It's gonna take a little bit to adjust to, though, just because of the weird scaling of it. What's up, Tiffany? I'm actually not too sure why I don't put the, actually, wait. Thank you, Sleepy Mega. It's been kind of crazy, to be honest. Now, I would say, even for me, the project was still pretty overdue, to be honest. I'll be honest, it kind of was overdue. What's up, Christopher? Yeah, that's the biggest challenge of the only challenge of the overworld was just how big it was, for sure. The nether is just, you know, the lava. Actually, well, it's not even just the lava, it's the shape of the nether too. Not exactly a very well-structured dimension, let's be honest. It has a bunch of air pockets. The lava just doesn't help. The nether, I don't know, maybe like 6 months. It just depends on how much free time I have, or just how much time I'm willing to spend on it, really. That's what it's gonna come down to. Nothing really more than that. Definitely not gonna spend, like, all my free time on this project. Which is why I retracted my first statement originally. What's up, Jimmy and Furious? What's up, legend not found? I'd see you, Ron. Um, yeah. Wait, how is jump bridging? Actually, I think I've heard of jump bridging, but I'm not that good at bridging, and I don't know if I can consistently do something like that for. I think I know what you mean. You know, like this, like walking backwards and jumping. This, or I'm not too sure what you mean by. I think I've heard of jump bridging, but not 100% certain. I'm just trying to find consistent methods of doing it, really. I'm not looking for speed. Anybody who thinks I'm looking for speed, they're pretty insane. Well, I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not really at the same time. It's not my main priority, really. Seriously, like, people who think that I'm looking for speed, they should try placing down redstone for 2, 3, 4 hours, even more hours straight at a time, and see what I mean by being consistent versus speed. Speed does not matter in this case. Well, I mean, it partially does, which is why I have the speed 2 buff, but it doesn't sacrifice consistency, at least. What's up, VIP Princess? I'm just mining all the ore. I'm using Fortune 3. Wait, so you go onto the block? What block? The block I'm gonna place, or the block behind it? This? It's funny how I told him about the diamond count. He still didn't put it in the video though. Oh, on the block redstone. What's up, Vault? Hey, I remember your video. Or I remember you. Are you talking like this? Oh god, wait. Are you talking about like jumping and like running forward? Oh god. Because I'm kind of curious what you mean, you know. So is it sprint, jump? Oh god. I don't know if sprinting... I don't think I could move my fingers that quickly. Okay, I was about to say, I was like... I don't think I could even move my fingers that quickly. I have the speed 2 buff too, so sprinting with speed 2, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess I could try something real fast. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way I'm gonna be able to consistently sprint. Even just sprinting, I don't even know if I could do that. I could barely walk to place this. Because of speed 2. Like, I can't jitter my... I can't jitter... I mean, I could jitter my, like trigger finger, but... my index, kinda. But, I don't know if I could do it with that. But it's like, if I have to walk, then I might as well just do it this way. There's like no reason. Walking while jumping actually slows you down, but sprinting doesn't for some reason, I think. No, you're good, don't worry. It's fine. Like, sprinting means nothing with this. I already go fast enough where I could barely place the blocks. I can't even imagine trying to sprint doing this. Even at all. Especially sprint jumping. With speed 2, I wonder how fast I'm actually going. Like, what, like 7, 8 meters per second? It's absolutely insane with the trigger. The bumper button. Oh god. Now, at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, even though the trigger's slower, it does feel very natural to click. Because it has a nice feedback. So instead of me hitting, like, solid, like I'm not solidly hitting, I think I've actually seen, I'm pretty sure I've seen jump bridging. I think if I watched a video on it, I think I've probably seen it at some point. But, but yeah, the trigger finger, or the trigger, I guess the trigger buttons, they, they do feel really nice, I'm not gonna lie. Because of the feedback it gives you. Like, I'm not hitting something solid, it's actually just bouncing me back up. It's bouncing my finger back up, so it reduces the resistance, I guess you could say, or it reduces the amount of like hits. It's like jumping on a trampoline versus jumping on the ground, basically. I guess is the best way of explaining it. Which one is gonna do more on your, like, which one's gonna take a toll on your body? Like jumping straight up and down on a concrete or whatever, honestly. Anything solid like that, or jumping on a trampoline. Which one gives you that extra support? Hope I can make it back. It's kind of annoying when I run out of redstone 400 blocks away. What's up, Bradwin? You, Defy? Or Defy, I guess. I don't know why I said it like that, but I probably still said it wrong, knowing the way it looks. Yep, definitely not making it back. Kinda knew I wasn't gonna make it back anyway. What do I do? Okay. This may actually be kind of nice. Well, that's not too loud. What's up, Jester? What's up, Funny Duck? Yeah, that video did pretty well, not gonna lie. At least for his channel. In its current state, it's doing pretty well. It's a pretty good video. I gained, I think it was like, I think at this point, about 800 subs, I think. 700? 700, 800, somewhere in there. Somewhere around that number. What's up, Pyatt? Um, wait, when I'm done for what? Like, for what part? Because I already finished the overworld. I'm just mining some redstone right now. Or replacing redstone, because I just did all the rest of the ore besides the coal. In terms of building, I'm probably going to build a diamond house just for the lulz, and I'm going to build a few monuments just because of to signify the end of this project, or signify the end of the overworld. Like, I'm going to build a 100% sign that shows the one with that the world is completely mined, and it do some Patreon stuff, membership, Patreon, whatever. Everything? I don't know, to be honest with you. The overworld took around 5 years, even though that was pretty, or around 5 years. Even though I think that was still pretty overdue, to be honest with you. I should have finished it like a little over 4 years, not almost 5, but whatever. The nether, honestly, I don't know. It just depends on how much time I actually put into the project, really. It's very dependent on that. I'll have to see. Verified user. What's up, Mike? What's up, negative creep? Oh. That's pretty sick. Oh, really? That's pretty cool, though. I had to look up your, I had to look up your channel, but that's pretty cool. You do, like, YouTube shorts. Stuff like that. I was confused, because there aren't that many verified people that come in stream, so I had to figure that one out. I've had a few, but you actually don't spam it. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I could imagine people spamming YouTube shorts because they're so easy to make. Or just, I mean, it's a pretty cool idea, like YouTube shorts in general, but like, dang, man. They can get heavily abused. Really abused. I mean, you're not wrong on that one. I mean, if it works for them, then whatever, but it's just like, it is kind of crazy. What's up, Family Guy? I mean, I don't blame people for making a ton of them. I'd imagine just because you can make, because a lot of videos and stuff like that you make, they usually don't need full 10-minute videos, like even 5 minutes in some cases. So YouTube Shorts really fill that nice little niche of just little clips or cool moments and stuff like that. So it's like, I see where they're coming from, but sometimes they can really just get. It's nice meeting you as well. I mean, they did. It's basically a TikTok clone for YouTube. Or at least the idea of it. The idea of small little clips. I've actually not solved a Rubik's Cube before. Considered it at some point, but at the same time, I need to be pretty picky about the things I do outside of just in terms of like hobbies and stuff like that. Like things that are actually interesting. Now, don't get me wrong, I do overthink when it comes to things I do and like things I want to do or whatever. But it's like, I don't know. I just know I need to catch up in certain areas of maybe not really catch up, but like more it's more like I just need to figure out ways, I guess, just to venture into new things, I guess. It's pretty nice. $45 in like 2 or 3 months. That's actually kind of crazy. Think about. Two hours on one side. What's up, Petrine? What's up, Lava? It's a good version of the game. Like, it really is a good version. The PS4 version. It's pretty optimized. Kinda. Apparently there's been a new update, though, that, makes, like, loading time and stuff like that lag. Or, like, loading stuff lags and stuff like that. I don't know. Wait, what are you getting skipped? What do you mean by that? Because I don't. If you mean I'm skipping you, technically, if that's what you mean, then I don't really respond to every comment, to be honest with you. What's up, Builder? It's worlds don't say, what the heck? It's quite the issue. Let's see. How do I stay so dedicated? Satisfaction, there you go. Not kidding either. Like, at least for me, it's satisfaction. Other people may not be, but... Like, I already have this constant drive psychologically, but if I combine it with the form of satisfaction, then you get stuff like this. It's really hard to explain, honestly. People would have to actually understand psychology, but, you know, most people, I'd say almost 99% of people don't understand it, so it's whatever. Even it's not even verified either, so nobody will believe me anyway. Because apparently people were all like, oh yeah, I can't see it. Or, where did you get that source material from? Instead of, you know, actually using, you know, their eyes and their brain. Um, for games, I've played quite a few games, actually. I've played other versions of Minecraft, like Bedrock and Java specifically, for a little bit. I played, some rhythm games, like Osu, Beat Saber, stuff like that. Um, those are the main ones, to be honest with you. Actually, well, I guess a lot of games for me isn't that much for other people, but, um, I've been getting into information technology as well. What's up, Nicole? Other people have tried this. Actually, the main reason I even started this is because a person tried this, but they unfortunately lost motivation for it after a while. Even though I don't think they'll actually truly admit it for some reason. But they aren't willing to dedicate themselves to it, even though they keep saying they even though I think at this point I think they finally admitted it, but oh yeah, and Smash Ultimate as well. I don't know why I forgot that one, considering that's literally the only other main game I play at this point. So basically, it's information technology, Smash, in this game. That's it. Or this project. Yeah, I remember you, Nicole. Doesn't sound like that much, but I put a lot into each one, so. And I also have a full-time job as well, so yeah, that's. I can only diversify myself so much. No, I remember you. No. It's not shade. It's just, you know, losing motivation's one thing, but not admitting to it is another thing, though. That's the only thing I would say. I don't blame him for losing motivation at all. I mean, this is a very mind-numbing project, and it takes a lot to even get through it. Considering you need to be pretty diligent with it on your own without any other external factors. Yeah, I know Terraria. What's up, A7? I've only played a little bit of it, like a very, very small amount of it. I don't even own the game. It was technically, I think it was my, I don't remember who I played it with. I think it was my cousins. When I started this, I think I was 17, yeah, 17, technically. I'm 21 now. I guess no, I was technically 16, because if you're talking like the preparation stages of this project, then yeah, I was 16. Yeah, I'm going to the nether. I mean, like, you can say I'm kind of throwing shade, but it's more about just trying to be realistic with it, honestly. It's more of a criticism than anything. But I think at this point he finally accepted it on IBX2K's video. He actually made a comment on it. About it, admitting to it. Which is good. The nether will be next. It'll be after the redstone, after the coal, and after Patreon. Literally I have three objectives, basically. One of them is going to take way longer than the other, let me tell you. Way longer than the other two. Am I getting paid? Actually, it's technically neither. Satisfaction from this project, or just overall. Now, wanting to be a part of history, yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of, but it's like not really expecting to, I guess. Not really much of an expectation at all, honestly. That's why I mentioned my driving force with this project is satisfaction, because I can't expect money, which I do get some, don't get me wrong. I can't expect it, or popularity, or anything really, or being a part of history, which I think I technically am at this point, but I'd imagine, unless something really big happens. What's up, Fridge? Also, thank you as well. We'll have to see though. Because the thing is, if I can't appreciate the work I do, then I probably can't do it. Like, I won't be able to do it. That's the thing is, if I can't appreciate it, then... If I can't appreciate it myself, then it's like... There's no reason for me to do it, if that makes sense. Like, if I can't show myself the work I've done, then there's no way I'm going to be able to do it. So how much redstone? 20,000 redstone and 130,000 coal. You can probably see which one will take longer. Oh god, good luck with this project, by the way, if you do this. So, I hope you're ready to, for your mind to be numbed. Sort of like this project's kind of like yeah, it's pretty much, I guess, like, okay. I don't know how to explain it. I'm mining the ores in the overworld because, gives me plenty of room. Get the speed 2 buff as well, which is why I'm in this specific location. What's up, Lure? That's even how you say that. Yeah, like, so pretty much if I just can't appreciate the work itself, then it's like... It would be hard for me to continue, pretty much. It's like this... It's like people who, it's similar to... something easy to, like, simplify with this. What's up, Anime Edits? Doing alright. I don't really know how to explain it. It's basically just like I'm tracking my progress and I'm appreciating the progress that I'm making, I guess, with satisfaction. Like the satisfaction of the project, of like being able to constantly move forward in a way. Basically just knowing that I'm always progressing, I guess you could say. That's probably the best way to explain it. The satisfaction of progression itself. If I don't have that satisfaction when it comes to progressing, even if it's the tiniest amount possible, like no matter what type of progression it is, as long as I'm making some form of progression, then I'm fine. it will like it basically constantly, it's a constant form of motivation. It's like if you were running a mile or something like that, and you were just running a mile for the sake of running it, then that won't probably get you any far. You need some form of like concrete, like tracking or the goal, I guess you could say. Like you need like basically a concrete goal to have, if that makes sense. So if like you're just running a mile to run a mile, you can, if that's your goal. But if you're just running for the sake of running, for example, those are two entirely different ways to look at it. Um, if that makes sense. Or like, in my case, it's like, how much redstone have I, in this case, it's more like, how much redstone have I placed? It's like, oh, I've placed insert whatever it is. It's like, that's very satisfying, because it's like, I know I've made progress with placing the redstone. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it with the quartz as well. Which actually may not even be that much, to be honest with you, surprisingly. I mean, I could be wrong, too, though. It may not be that much, but I could be wrong. So, like, people spend too much time focusing on, like, the outcome, like, the goal itself, instead of just the outcome of the work that they've done, if that makes sense. Like, people focus their scope, I guess you could say, of, like, what they're doing, of their goal is too high. If you got to the state, like, if you did a constant state of, like, progression, basically, where instead of, like, run, for example, if you were running a mile and you like that was your goal, like if it was something that felt impossible originally, but if you were in a constant state of satisfaction pretty much where you looked at your time every single time you ran and you just kept getting lower and lower times eventually, it's like a it's basically like you run and you're satisfied the fact that you even ran in the first place. If you just keep doing that over and over again, you eventually just lower your time, or you increase your distance over time. It's like, I run this amount of distance this time. Okay, what if I could run this amount of distance the next time, or whatever? It could be anything, really. Any form of satisfaction. It's just progression. Pretty much. It's probably the best way I could explain it. Now, the thing is, people might be constantly satisfied. A lot of people are satisfied with what they do, which is where comfort zone comes from. Comfort zone is the constant state, I guess, of satisfaction of their lives or whatever, which is why people have lifestyle creep, or um they have a what's up, Dylan? Or they're just so comfortable with what they're doing that they aren't willing to leave it. Um, they're constantly satisfied with where they're at, I guess. But if you go too far, you start stagnating. With which is why a lot of people can't do large projects or anything like that. It's because they're in this constant state of they aren't allowing themselves to drive forward, I guess you could say. If that makes sense to some degree. In my case, it's the exact opposite. I will drive forward. The problem is if I don't get any form of satisfaction, then I'll just keep moving forward. I'll just keep moving forward without like staying at one thing. It's like I just keep doing I do one thing after another after another after another instead of sticking to one thing. But if I can get satisfaction with what I'm doing, then when it comes to the goals that I have or whatever, then I'm more willing to stick to it. It's like a brain hack, I guess. What's up, Ayush? Yeah, that's one of the issues why people can't do stuff like this, is because, or why people are, it's very hard for people. Because they aren't willing to allow themselves to drive forward. I don't know, it's not really a safety space. What's up, Demon Ritos? I mean, it's kind of a safety space, but it's like, I guess a satisfaction space, sort of. It's the fact that I have the ability to constantly be satisfied. But it's like, at the same time, I still have to constantly make the choice to continue to do this project. Like, yeah, I mean, I could abandon this project at any point if I wanted to, technically. I mean, I really could, honestly, at this point. This is what I meant by the mind-numbingness, is what I meant earlier. But to alleviate the mind-numbingness, I need to be satisfied with almost anything. That's the issue, is that people have these expectations of satisfaction instead of actually just being satisfied with what they've done, if that makes sense. That's why, that right there, that's the reason why people can't do hard things. It's the expectation of satisfaction. Sundays and Mondays. The only day I can technically stream on if your days off are Mondays. What's up, Phoenix? What's up, Miniman? About 20,000 redstone, but yeah, that's the reason why uh people don't like doing hard things. Is this expectation. People like alleviate themselves from expectation in that way, and they could probably get through more challenging things than they realize. But honestly, this llama is also getting kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. It's no, that's the thing though. It's like you have to figure out a way to get the satisfaction in the micro. That's what I mean. It's up, Pyocharic. That's the problem that people have, is they're not willing to figure out how to be satisfied within the micro. You have to have satisfaction in the micro. It's literally impossible not to. You literally have to have some form of satisfaction. You have to have both. You have to have drive, and you have to have satisfaction. It's literally impossible mentally to not do large projects like this or any big goal without either one of those. Like, here's the thing. It's basically a lack of gratitude towards the micro. It's basically a lack of gratitude. If you really want to know what, like, that lack of satisfaction really, it's kind of just like a lack of gratitude. It's like, be grateful that you've made progress at all. Or you have the ability to make progress. That's really what it is. But the thing is, how would you handle... That's the only way to handle things you don't like, though. I mean, it's easy to do things you do like. What about things you don't like, though? That's where you have to find... People have a big problem with... People like doing things they like to do, but the problem is if there's a goal that they have, but they don't like doing the thing that gets to that goal, then they won't do it. The problem is, how are you gonna get through that barrier? Well, the thing is, you have to use satisfaction. You have to find satisfaction. People need to stop just like letting satisfaction be with them, and they need to go find satisfaction with what they do. Oh, I mean, to be fair, that llama was also getting in the way as well. I wasn't going to kill it until, you know. What's up, Sabda? You watched a TikTok? Wait, what TikTok? Yeah, hard work. Hard work needs satisfaction. That's how you get through the pain. You have to find it. Or at least you have to know that you could be satisfied with the work that you do. I guess. I've watched Gary Vee, don't worry. I've watched him. Not a really big fan of his. I mean, I do agree. I mean, he basically talks about what I've talked about with the satisfaction thing, except he's less explicit about it. Like this project right here is literally the reason, like proof of concept of satisfaction versus drive. It's what happens when you combine both. If you can find the satisfaction in drive. In Mike, okay, I have the complete opposite problem. Like, people have a problem with drive. People have a problem with reaching goals because they're too focused on other people's goals, or like having them be wanted instead of them wanting things, I guess. I'm the complete opposite. My problem is I want too much at a time. But the thing is, if I'm satisfied with what I've done instead of just... Because the thing is, I'm constantly in a state of drive, I guess. But if I can combine goals, like large goals with satisfaction, then pretty much golden. You get projects like this. Pretty much the immovable force. It's like the unstoppable force combined with the immovable object. It's literally in a constant state. It's like a combination. And that's the other issue, is that like, why would you focus so much externally on like people's judgments? It's like, if you aren't satisfied with this thing yourself, then why do you expect other people to? It's like, if you cared enough about your own hobbies or whatever, then it's like you don't have to worry about or care about other people, like what they think or feel about what you've done. All these people who say it's about wasting time, it's like that's literally showing me right there. People saying it's a waste of time, it's literally showing me that you're too externally focused. You're literally projecting external factors onto me or external judgments onto me, which is really annoying knowing that actually. No, it really doesn't mean that much. Because it's basically like who are you to judge other people in that way, really? Literally playing God at that point. Because, like really, literally just playing God at that point. What are you to judge and pretty much project external factors for no reason, really? Like, seriously. It's like it's like, oh, I'm just trying to help. It's like, maybe should probably gather a bit more information or not bother at all, to be honest with you, because it's actually doing the reverse. I mean, I didn't really understand it that much either, but I mean, I can kind of understand it, but from like the reverse perspective, or from a recognition standpoint, I can understand it. I mean, if boredom was really that much of a factor, then this project just wouldn't exist. Alright, see you, Demon Ritos. I mean, I can understand the popularity thing, but it's like, at the same time, it's also can be seen as pretty shallow, though. What's up, Jason? I mean, at least you were able to, speak at all. Remember, satisfaction. Give me a second. It's a really hard concept. Gratitude with stuff like that's a really hard concept to understand, but eventually you'll get used to it. Even I have to still get used to it. Seriously, it's literally just expectations. It's what people... Oh, somebody's messaging. See, people just, you can tell lack of gratitude. I didn't even think about gratitude actually being part of, like, that satisfaction part. It really is, though. It's like a combination of, it's like a weird combination of, like, internal gratitude with, like, satisfaction. But gratitude is a key role in satisfaction. Oh, 1.14. 1.14 is the latest. We're on legacy. What's up, Charles? I don't know, just not many people really think about stuff like that. It's like gratitude really is like a key component of like acceptance, I guess you could say, of satisfaction. It's like you could say like gratitude is like the decision of satisfaction, I guess. Satisfaction is what you've seen, but like making the decision on satisfaction is gratitude, if that makes sense. It's like you do this thing, you're doing the thing, like whatever it is, it could be literally anything, honestly, whatever you're trying to do. And then your acceptance is your gratitude, your level of gratitude. It's like, will you accept what you've done? Which is a big issue with regret. Regret is also a lack of gratitude as well. If you're super regretful, then you're probably lacking gratitude. Where you're at right now. It's a hard concept to swallow for people, and even for myself, actually. It's a concept that I think literally every person on this planet needs to understand. And if you don't understand it, then there's maybe some issues. You're either going to just be so externally focused that, like, you're just greedy. But also, you can't take it too far, though, either. You need to have some form of external, like, because if you go too external in that way, then you'll just become selfish. There's also a balance. Basically, if you want, like, it's basically you put internal gratitude combined with internal gratitude and satisfaction into useful and helpful things. That's basically, I mean, it doesn't have to be useful, but like at least moving forward externally, I guess you could say. If that makes sense. I'd say it blew up a decent amount. It wasn't as much as I thought it would be, to be honest with you, but it's fine, honestly. I wasn't too sure where it would be, but it was a pretty cool stream, though, I'll be honest. Like, you can't be too internal in that way with what you do. Like, you can't I guess you can't, like, overreach in that area. So basically, if you took your internal, I guess, your internal, like, gratitude with satisfaction, you externalized it to other people, like, you outputted it to other people, then, you could do some crazy things, I'd imagine. You're basically, like, it's almost like a form of self-sacrifice in a way. The problem is getting both of those to line up is almost impossible for people, to be honest with you. It's hard to do both. Because the problem is when you do external stuff for people, like useful things, usually you don't get any internal gratitude. But if you can find internal gratitude and satisfaction within external things, then you're basically golden, honestly. Problem is doing all of that at once it's actually almost impossible. There are like very few people who can actually, very few people who are willing to swallow that pill. Very few that are willing to actually even understand those concepts. Like having all of them. Let's say the last live stream. It was on the 3rd. But yeah, the finale did blow up though. It is as fitting as it is the first video I've ever had that has hit 5 or 100K, there we go. 6 figures. First one. first. What's up, Brian? What's next? The nether. Well, technically it's going to be the coal, mining all the redstone. Once I place all the redstone eventually. Mining the redstone, placing coal, mining the coal, Patreon stream, and then it's another. Thank you, Brian. Lava's gonna be kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. What's up, weekly memes? I'm gonna have to experiment in ways to get rid of the lava. No, I'm gonna be using sand. I just want to find a pretty quick way of doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to like. I don't want the process to be too, um, too mind numbing, but like. I'm sorry, not mind numbing, but too slow. But I don't want it to be like too taxing. If that makes sense. Like it can't be too fast paced to the point where I can't really keep up with it. Basically, minimal effort combined with speed, which is what I do with this project. Which more redstone? I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I'll probably be digging out the in-city. It won't take too long, to be honest. So I've considered it, sure. I'll have to see when I get to that point, though. I've been digging out the Minecraft world for like 5 years, roughly. I finished on the third. Definitely consider it though, mining the end city. Just because it is technically part of the end, but I've also kept it. I kind of wanted to keep it as an Easter egg as well, but I don't know. I'll have to see. Maybe the other ones will be closer to an Easter egg. I finished the project on the 3rd, or the overworld. What's up, Opernix? What's up, Ducky? Just mining a bunch of redstone. 20,000, roughly. Can't tell if you're joking or not, because I know you've been here before. Or you have like amnesia, I don't know. Wait, Cosmos? I mean, I've heard of Cosmos. I don't remember Cosmos making a too short. I could be wrong though. Give me a sec. Oh god. Are you sure it was Cosmos? And it wasn't, are you sure it wasn't, Ches? 'Cause I don't see anything from Cosmos, and I probably would have known by this point. No. No, it was Ches. I definitely would have known if it was Cosmos. For sure. Like, no, I definitely would have known by this point. It's definitely Ches. Ches is the only person who's made or any big YouTube short creator who has made a YouTube short over this. Even then, his channel isn't even really that big, like compared to some of those Minecraft short channels, like Cam Man, for example. Let me tell you, I'd have gotten a significant spike in viewership, even more than I've had. What's up, McInnes? I usually go to sleep around 2. So I'm around 2. Sometimes 3. Depends. Really. I kind of feel bad for some of the people who, some of the time zones that they have for this channel. What's up, Wicked? It's Unicorn. Up, stone. Thank you, Chicken Combo, for the $2 Australian. It's much appreciated. I just realized I'm almost caught up to Kilo in subscriber count. Thank you, again, Chicken Combo, for the, $10 Australian. It's much appreciated. What's up, Gabriel? Lord, alright. Thank you, Chicken Combo, for another donation. This time $20 Australian. Much appreciated. What's up, Eamon? Definitely wasn't expecting that. Definitely much appreciated as well. Dude, I'm honestly getting kind of sick of copyright claims though from the even using the gold membership. I have the Monster Cat Gold membership, and I'm getting kind of sick of the random copyright claims. What's up, Neto? What's up, Sapta? Yes I am. Also thank you, chicken combo for another $5. For donations, I wouldn't say I get that many, to be honest with you. I guess it depends on what you mean by many. It's like, I would say I really don't get that much though. Maybe like 1 or 2 per stream, which I guess is pretty good actually. What's up, Sakura? Or Sakura? Sakura? Yes. I think that's actually how you say that. I'm not interested in playing any other content. I mean, I just don't have the time commitment to do other content, to be honest with you. This project takes a lot. I'm working on a... For some reason I thought I was done. I'm working on learning information technology. Mainly those 2 things. They just take so much time commitment that it's like... I just don't... I mean, I'm just not... Also, yeah, I mean, I'm also just not interested in it that much, to be honest with you. This project, learning information technology, stuff like that, it just takes up so much time. I already have a full-time job too. Actually, I've had one for a little while now. It's just, it takes up so much time. It's just hard to actually manage. Well, it's not hard to manage. It's just, it'd be really hard if I started diversifying myself. It really would be difficult. Yeah, I've been kind of getting out of gaming, to be honest with you. I just don't have any interest in gaming that much. To be honest, I really don't. Because to be honest here, most of the gaming that I really don't like most of gaming. Like, I'd say most of the genres I do not like. Or at least they're not interesting. I wouldn't say I don't like them. It's more like I just don't find them interesting. Like, story-based games, not really that interested. I've never really been interested in story-based games. I usually like having the freedom of, like, games like this, or I like the skill factor. I like to be able to just jump into a game and play it as much as I possibly want to, instead of having to have structure. I'm not a big fan of having structure when um, it comes to games. Which is why I'm kind of getting out of gaming at this point. At least the interest in gaming actually just kind of is diminished. I want to explore different territories, I guess. I guess different territories of life, I guess you could say. Not saying I probably wouldn't make content over what I do in the future, whatever it is, honestly, but in terms of, like, gaming, it just isn't there really. Would it be? That's pretty hard to say, honestly. I think I'd have to be torn, pretty torn between Beat Saber and Minecraft, to be honest. Actually, never mind. I'd probably say Smash or Beat Saber, whichever one of those. I don't know. I think I would have to go with Beat Saber though, just because the skill cap on that game is so high. Maybe I'd probably go with Beat Saber actually. I don't know though. I mean, either one would be fine. There's no game that I like really love to the point where I'll pick it over everything else, really. What's up, Fabo? What's up, Durga? I don't know. I don't understand Minecraft Rain, to be honest. You know, placing this redstone isn't taking as long as I thought it would, but mining, that's gonna be a different story. missing a sugar box somewhere. I mean, I'm done with the actual overworld. What's up, what's up, back? What's up, back? What did I just say that? Or no? I don't know. Am I going crazy or like? Okay, no, I'm not going crazy. Okay, good. I thought I was missing a sugar box. I guess I just miscounted. Never mind, scratch that. Okay, no, I'm not going crazy. Okay, good. I was going crazy for a second. What's up, bumpers? Ooh, I almost mined it with the fortune. end is probably the easiest. It's gonna take a little bit of setup, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be the easiest. The overworld's probably the hardest just because of sheer length of the project. But if you're talking about actual difficulty, it's probably the nether is probably the hardest. In terms of actual difficulty, I'd imagine. Like raw difficulty on its own, it's probably the nether. Like if time wasn't a factor, that's what I mean mainly. The end is easier regardless, like, or it's the easiest regardless of whatever standard you put it on. I would say. For sure. What's up, Josh? You know, I'm gonna go and just put all the redstone in the shulker box just in time here. think I only have two double chests left of redstone. Yeah, these are the old textures too, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if I changed them or not. Yeah, no, I didn't change them. Or I didn't change them back, I guess you could say. I should have changed them back so people knew this is 1.14. At the same time, though, it also helps convey the fact that this is legacy in the first place. The redstone's done. Minecraft's in my yeah. That's God dang. Can you imagine making that on the legacy version? Oh Jesus. What's up, tiny spider? This is legacy PS4. Legacy world is 862 by 862. It used to be 860 by 64, but they changed it for some reason. But in essence, I mined an 860 by 860 area pretty much because of the walls. So this is the closest I'm gonna get to mining out the entire world. There's no point in mining the walls because I'm gonna have to replace them anyway because of the water barriers, which I think people need to understand that. At least for the PS4, it's capped. But what's up, Phoenix? For the PS3, not PS3, the Xbox One, it's capped at 1.12. Yeah, 1.12. I know the Xbox One versions. I didn't know what the Xbox 360. It's really weird that the Xbox One actually has a lower update than Xbox 360. I mean, I understand the PS4 and Xbox differentiation, but I don't understand the PS3, PS4 version differentiation, or the Xbox 360 and Xbox One differentiation. Not block. Yeah, like I know why the like the PlayStation and Xbox versions are separated. Like, I know why both of the brands, their consoles are separated. Because PS4 came later than the Xbox version. Jesus. Literal redstone. Few more shulker boxes. I should be finished by the time I end the stream, hopefully. I should be finished in the next 2 hours, I think. Maybe a little bit less than that, actually. Considering I've gotten this much done in 2 hours, so. What's up, Capitan? Definitely need to drink some water, though. Try to drink as much water as possible. What's up, Sensical? So thank you as well, Sensical. Lag can get kind of annoying. I'm glad it doesn't happen very often, though. That was a pretty good video, though. I did watch it. Toycat's video. I can't believe how well it's doing. Not gonna lie. What's up, Skull Bash? I've been doing alright. Just been placing redstone for 2 hours. Just about. Oh, was it really just recommended? That's pretty sick. It's cool it's getting into people's recommended. Helps him out a bit. That was a pretty fun video, actually. to collab with. Not gonna lie. It didn't make much sense the way he was doing it at first, but it like started coming together eventually. It was really weird though, having to record my own footage for it and then having to send it to him and stuff like that. I mean, to be fair, I was willing to wait for um, till he got back into the UK to get his PS4 back so we could record, but it's whatever. You know, I'm just kind of surprised that it's still actually gaining views. Like, usually, kind of surprised. It's like, it's kind of interesting the way it's gaining. It's like it's slowly gaining, but all of those little tiny gains just add up. So pretty much the goal right now is to mine the rest of the redstone, because the thing is, on Toycat's video, I gave him calculations on the ores mined, and that's basically theoretically what would happen if I had all the ores mined already. So the amount of redstone, what he said was 400,000. Pretty much the thing is with that calculation is that is after I mine all the redstone. So after I mine all the reds, like right now I only have like, I think like 200k roughly right now. But if I mine all this, I'll get an extra 200k or something like that. I don't know, something around that number. I think I have maybe a little bit less. I think it's like close to 300k, but when I mine all this, it should equate to about 300k. I mean, 400k, if that makes sense. That's where the calculations come from. It's weird though he didn't include the diamond count. I gave him the diamond count too. I mean, it was in a separate text. I guess he didn't look at the other text, or he just skipped over it or something. I don't know though. 400k redstone, so it's like 400k redstone, 130k lapis, 200,000 iron, 700,000 coal. What's up, Viddy? What else is there? And around 17,800 diamonds. It's oddly specific, but it's because there aren't that many diamonds in the world. I mean, that is a lot of diamonds for one person to mine, but for the most part. Considering I think that's literally the highest on YouTube that I know of. Highest diamond count. I mean, if you don't count SideCraft, because that's an entire giant server. But in terms of a singular, like a single player world, 17,800 is I think the record. But it's not calculatable, so I'm not even going to do anything with that. It's like it's like an unofficial record, just like how I have the unofficial record of the most blocks mined. I think, at least. Oh, just wait till I get to the Patreon stream and building stream. I'm building a diamond house. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna pick a house design and make diamond, like literally make it fully encrusted. Not even encrusted, the entire thing's gonna be made of diamonds. What's up, Estromina? Say that. Or Mina. I ran out of what, diamonds? What? I mean, if it's any diamond on the floor, any ore on the side of the floor I'm trying to keep, or trying to, I'll say trying to ignore, it's more like I'm just not caring about it, because it's like, I'm not mining the ore, I mean, I'm not mining the floor, the walls. Because I'm not dealing with the walls or the floor, because I want something flat to walk on, so I want to transverse the world properly, you know, without having to deal with having to jump around and fly around constantly. And I don't want water pouring off the edges, because for some reason the border's like that. This version has its weird quirks when it comes to the way I have to do things. And people need to stop being so theoretical with this project. You have to be realistic with it. Theoretical means nothing, or it doesn't mean much with this project. People need to stop being so theoretical. Like, as cool as theoretical thinking is with a project like this, theoretical doesn't hold a candle to being realistic with this. Because people don't think about the fact that I'm actually still doing stuff in this world. Like, seriously, people need to, like, think a little bit further ahead of what's happening, instead of thinking, like, oh yeah, why didn't you do this, or this, or this, or this? Like, okay, I want to think about the fact that, about, like, what's on the border, or why I'm not actually mining the floor when I actually need something flat to walk on. Seriously, I mean, if you want, okay, if people, like, I mean, if you want, like, if you want to mine the world and mine everything possible in the world, go ahead, but This is the closest I'm getting. If you want to do your own project, go ahead. But like, it's talking to the people who say that, really. Technicality can only go so far. Yeah, like any, it just doesn't. It's like any form of, like, theoretical. You need to be realistic with theories. Theories in themselves are cool and all, but like, you gotta be somewhat realistic with them. That's my biggest problem with people, sometimes when it comes to theories. What's up, German Empire? Store surge warning? What is that? What's up, Jen? It's quite a bit of redstone. I have all this been placing. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's just kind of annoying. Like, I get being technical, but it's like, you can only be so technical. You have to be somewhat realistic. Like, I used to be extremely technical, but I've understood the value of realism. You have to account for realistic expectations or whatever, honestly. You have to account for realism. You can't just go pure theoretical or pure technical. Because technicality can only go so far. Logic can only go so far. You need some form of standard to work on. Like, just pure logic on its own isn't going to do anything. You need to work on some kind of, like, standard. Like, my standard. Not their standard. Like, people who think that mining out the world, like, literally, they're taking it too literally. That's what I mean. Like, they're not working on my standard. They're trying to find a, you know, another standard. Actually, they're not really working on any standard, to be honest. They just think the word, okay, mining out the world, what does that mean? They think that, like, you literally mine everything possible in the world. That's not exactly the standard that I'm working on. There's more ways to look at it. Yeah, they have a... I think they have 100,000 diamonds. I don't think they have 100,000 diamond blocks. I think they have 100,000 diamonds. They just stored them as diamond blocks. But I mean, that doesn't even sound that difficult to do over periods of time. If you really took the time, you got some TNT machines, or the TNT machines, some world eaters. You can get to 100k, I think, pretty quickly. I mean, honestly, if it being boring was a factor, then I wouldn't be doing this, to be honest. Seriously, boredom really isn't a factor for me. It's pure motivation and satisfaction. That's all it is. Actually, no, not even just that. It's external factors and motivation. What's up, loner? Yeah, like, it's unnecessary. It's not needed. It's not realistic. They're both the same. They're both similar terms. There's a reason why when you say something is unnecessary, meaning it's unrealistic. Same thing. They're both applied the same way. it's like if you're saying something is needed, meaning it's like if you're saying somebody needs to do that thing, that means it's necessary for that step to happen so they can get to the next step. Which is something people need to consider. People go too far into whatever they think is whatever it is. Like they put their little thinking on a pedestal. The perspective isn't very... Hungry food is not here. I haven't seen hungry food yet. God dang, alright, well, by llama, my god. This must be a slaughterhouse. I'm not dealing with all these llamas, especially since they're right here, they're right in front. Basic roll, maybe later on. Maybe I'll do it, I could do it during the Patreon stream. Maybe. That's a big maybe, by the way. That's not a guarantee. I'll have to see. You know, I could do a phaser roll like after the projects, like after all 3 projects are done. It's like the grand reveal. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I'll figure it. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll do like a giant Q&A or something like that. I never really thought about quitting this, to be honest with you, as long as I kept making progress. My motivation was mainly just satisfaction of what I've done, really. It's as simple as that. I've had to internalize this project. There's no reason in externalizing this at all. Or there's no way you could do this project externally for the most part. Maybe. I could do something after. I'll have to see though. I'll have to see if I'm even motivated or like interested even playing Minecraft after all 3 of these projects. I know people have considered, people have people have given me what's it called? Idea of starting an SMP at some point, which is pretty interesting. Somewhat. Definitely one of the more interesting ideas, at least. But I'll have to see. Not too sure if I'll actually be interested in going that far with Minecraft. SMP or like... Yeah, I got to the border. The border's right to my right. Right there. You can even see the water coming out. The old water stream I had. It's like water. It's like a water border. I don't even understand it. Why they made that choice, but for some reason they decided to do it. I would have mined the border, honestly. I would mine the border if there wasn't water, but it's whatever. Like if the Minecraft world had its own border instead of just like, you know, water, but it's pretty sure it's survival multiplayer. Pretty sure it's what that is. Sometimes I forget, but I'm fairly certain it's... I've heard it a couple times, at least. Fairly certain on that, actually. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, I don't know how else you could do that acronym, but draining the water. Also, I don't know if I would have the commitment like StarCraft does, to be honest with you. I would have to see. Why is there another wall? I mean, I think I just mentioned earlier. It's because the border, that's the wall. The border's behind it, but I can't really mine the border because there's water on the edge. Yeah. I don't know if I would commit myself like SideCraft has with their... I would have to see, though. Like, I would totally mine that, like, outside edge. I would totally mine it if, you know, the border wasn't made of water. I do have a Discord server. It's actually pretty active. It's in the description. I think after the redstone's done, I'll be ending it. After I've placed all the redstone. You can. You can also just do a DM as well. I don't know when I'll actually respond, or whatever I'll respond, I don't know. Alright, see you, Samsicle. What's up, Meliados? I think. Trying to figure out when I should stop the until to get to the second layer. Music's definitely a nice touch. I've added recently. Alright, see you, Skull Bash. Down. I hope I can finish this redstone by the time I... What's up, Dace?
I'll do it in a sec after I come back. I'm already halfway to the border. I'll do it when I turn back around.
Yes, I did. At least the overworld. Still have the nether at the end, but the overworld was done almost a month ago. I forget how close it is for some reason. I keep forgetting. Here's all the resin. This is ridiculous. Just wait till I get to the coal. It's gonna get even more ridiculous. There we go. It's the border. The border's right here. Can't even get through it. Like if I mine this block right here, the water will flow, or it might flow. It's like a random chance. It's really annoying. Yeah, here's all the redstone that I've been placing for the last 3 hours or so. jump, ducky. I think I technically could. The problem is like I would have to like replace the walls with glass or something like that. That's all I'd have to do though. But that's all I could do. That's the best I could do. I could technically mine everything in this world if I destroyed all my chests and destroyed all the bedrock and stuff like that, but I just can't. It's not realistic enough to do something like that. Not for the world that I'm actually. The fact that I'm still using the world is yeah. Just the fact that I'm using the world is kind of saying it. Just that fact alone is. I mean, it would be cool, but like, I still have other ways of using the world. I mean, you can use glitches and stuff like that, but I don't even know how realistic that is, especially with the amount I have to break. I could be wrong. There could be fast ways to break it. I have no idea. Glitches. That is if Legacy even supports those glitches. What's up, Jessa? Is it quick though? Like, can you break it in a reasonable manner? Yeah, sugar box. How quick is it? What's up, Genchi? I think I have both of those. Been doing alright. Just been placing redstone for like 3 hours or so. I don't know if I'll definitely finish, for sure. But that's all I have to do is, that's all I'll have to time to do is just place the redstone. Alright, see you, Josh. I'm placing redstone so I can mine it. If you're wondering why I'm mining it, is, just to have it, really. Oh, I think I understand what you mean. Think? No, I mean, okay, so is it realistic on a large scale? Because I have to get rid of almost 2 million blocks of bedrock. If I wanted to do something like that. I really doubt this is a redstone world record. I'm gonna be surprised if 400,000 is actually the record. Considering the amount of redstone channels out there. mean, it's not a number you can't, like, you'll probably double take knowing somebody's mined that much, but especially by hand. But in terms of like record, I don't know. I mean, if it's not reasonable, then I'm not gonna try. To be honest with you, I've never been really interested in getting rid of Bedrock. It's just interesting to know a method of doing it. Wait, really? You can see Jupiter? It's pretty interesting. Because it's like the closest orbit to from, or is it like, what's up, Scorpion? Is it where like all the orbits, like the other planets, aren't like Mars isn't in the way? I mean, I could get my first block of Bedrock and name it Bedrock Massacre. Thank you, Scorpion. But yeah, no, I like just said your name like as soon as you joined. $127? I'm sorry, I haven't heard of that yet. Alright, last shulker box. Then I'm ending this stream. Alright. Also, if this takes 3 hours, you should be able to see how long it takes to mine it. It's at least double. It's gonna take 9 hours just to mine the redstone. Not even that, or somewhere around there, I think. It could be shorter time than that, honestly. Could be like 7, 8 hours, maybe like 8 hours to mine all the redstone. See how long it takes to the coal. So if it takes 8 hours for 20,000 redstone, can you imagine 130,000 coal? How long that's gonna take? Spinning for 5 hours, that's actually pretty crazy. You know, you'd actually think it'd be longer. What's up, Toxic Knight? Now, 5 hours actually isn't that much when you consider, like, it being from a, like, planetary scale, or even a galactical scale, technically.
What's up, Epic? So give me just a sec. Alright. What's up, Binkle? That's pretty interesting. So, DART by NASA. Hit a asteroid, that's pretty interesting. Although there's a small chance Ant-Man might be making a video over this. Small chance, but it is technically possible. In the future. Oh, no, I see what you mean with the self-defense thing. It's to protect the Earth from getting hit by the asteroid, so it basically took the hit. What's up, Wojo? Thank you as well. Possibly. Like, there's not like a big chance like Toy Cat was, but because it's not really like console isn't exactly his thing, but I think he's interested enough with the idea and the concept of the project to do it. Because I have connections. Good lord, $3 million. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually a lot or not, because considering there's, I don't know what their standards are for a lot. So, I know for me, I mean, obviously for anybody who's like not a billionaire, I mean, I think even for a billionaire, I think that's quite a bit of money. Surprising as that sounds. I think just because of being very cheap or trying to be as cheap as possible. Like, I understand like money, like in terms of like power, but like I don't at the same time. Like, is it really worth that power and status? Really wonder. Thank you, Caleb, for subscribing. It's much appreciated. What's up, Slap? It's going faster than I thought it would. It's the last shulker box. File size actually isn't even that much. It's just, I think it was only like 11 megabytes or something like that for some reason. I don't understand the world sizes on this version, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been looking at them for a while, and I don't understand how they even work, so... I don't know if they just reduce the file sizes because of, like, it's switching to Bedrock or something like that, or I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest, how it works anymore. It's a very tiny world size. So you would think it'd increase because it's changing the value, which should technically increase the value, or increase the amount, because it has to keep you know. I don't know, though. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream soon. Actually, right very soon. I think that's it. I'll double check real fast, and then I think I'll end it, because I think that's it. Sure, that's it. Double check again, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm going to end the stream now. Start mining, maybe tomorrow? I don't know. Depends. Maybe I'll do something else for tomorrow, then maybe the next day. I think. Yeah, so tomorrow, do something else, and then maybe I think the next day I'll stream. Like every other day or something like that. I don't know when I'm gonna add any new moderators for Discord, to be honest with you. Have to see. Yeah. I'll go and see you guys later. Go and start mining tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but the next day. Fairly certain. Unless something pops up, but have to see. Oop. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.